Hello, welcome back. How are you? How was your day? Today is what? Wednesday? The first Wednesday of October. I was driving and on the highway and oh, it smells so good. Like it's Alaskan air. Wow. It's just kind of like fermenting fallen leaves and oh my goodness, it was beautiful. Smell the fragrance of this autumnal forest. It was good. Anyway, welcome back, and let's talk about what we left off yesterday. Okay, and we uh, we did some mathematics, right? and we did some mathematics, and we left at this phony formula. I mean, the way he kind of assigned this, I picked it up back from the trash can. Okay, because there's one thing we left off of. Okay, so denominator was denominator. Well, let's do numerator first. Okay, numerator was 1 minus p to the end. Numerator, okay, it's not the same. You know what? What I'm trying to demonstrate here is not a good, not even a good approximation. That what Professor Tribe did. It's not a good approximation. That's what I want to demonstrate to you. N times p times 1 minus p to the n minus 1. We don't need parentheses here. We don't need parentheses here. Okay, so that's and the numerator and the denominator part is 1 minus 1 minus p to the nth. Okay. P is a very small number, okay? And P is 1 over 12 million, okay? So that's denominator. P is equal to 1 over 12 million. It's close to 0, okay? So now, then numerator is equal to 1 minus 1, I mean approximately equal to, minus p is 0, p is extremely small, times n times 1 to the n minus 1, okay? So, and as so we can ignore this part, okay? And this is minus, okay. You know, yeah. Let's not, because we are doing infinity mathematics, okay? So limit 1 minus 1 minus p to the nth minus n times p times 1 minus p to the n minus 1, okay? So, and n is going to infinity, so because his Professor Tribe, what he's doing is when n goes to infinity, okay, population size, the n is like population size, okay? So if you do this right, again, p is a constant, okay? P is not a variable, p is a constant. So that's the error that he made, either intentionally or by mistake. Probably by intentionally, because that's a very stupid error to make. And he seemed to know decent mathematics, so that could not have been a mistake. He did it intentionally. He cheated, okay? So so it's like 1 minus, it's like 0 point, okay, so if it's something, if some number is less than between 1 and 0, no matter how small, maybe it could be 0.9999999, right, to the infinity. Do you know what this is? As long as this is constant, this becomes 0, okay? Because it doesn't matter what is 0.9 times 0.9 to the second, 0.81, right? So as you increase this to the infinity, this power part, it approaches to 0, okay? And why? Because it's like this. 9 over 10 to the nth is equal to 10 to the nth over 9 to the n, right? How do you mathematically prove this? Like, let's say limit a over b, and a is smaller than b, and they're both larger than 0, n goes to infinity. How do we prove this is 0? I am not sure. I'm sorry. Let's do just one more. 0.6 to the second is 0.36. Okay, so it's more obvious here. Yeah, that's definitely going to the 0. I think it's kind of like this squeeze theorem. I think probably that's what it is. It's called squeeze theorem. To prove this, probably use something like that. Oh my goodness, how do you prove this thing? maybe you can. Okay, I don't. I'm not sure if I have patience for this because I came home and it was 8:30 because I had work late. I had to work late. So it's like 8:30 in the evening. Right now it's like nine in the evening at night. Uh, you can use like L'Hopital theorem, but that's not gonna help much. So when you go about the proving the convergence, you typically use L'Hopital theorem or uh, well, we can do it like this, okay? Uh, B is larger than A, so B is equal to A plus K. Okay, so this becomes binomial theorem, right? Uh, shoot. Now you divide by n, okay? That's 1 over 1 plus and we know let's say this is 1 and this is 5, okay? So K is less than B, okay? K is less than equal. K can be, so A is 1, B is 5, K is 4. So K can be either less than A or bigger than A, so that doesn't quite help, okay? Okay, I got it, I got it. Yeah, we got it, okay? We just need to look at this, alright? My goodness, we are running out of space. So, n2, binomial coefficient, and you have a times n to the and a to the n minus 2, then k, okay? K is a constant, all right? What is n binary coefficient n2? This is nothing but 2 and n minus 1, okay? This guy. The second binary coefficient, okay? Because it's 2 factorial, it goes down there, and then you have the np2, which is n minus 1. Okay, so if you remember, we have combination and permutation, right? Okay. This goes to infinity as n goes to infinity, okay? And And actually, we're gonna simplify this a little bit more. This is more than, because if we are dealing with a fraction, okay, a fraction between 0 and 1, and every fraction can be expressed as, I mean, for our purpose, can be expressed as a natural number like this, okay, positive integer, okay, which is natural number. I mean, positive integer, yeah, natural number minus 0, okay. So yeah, this example is 2, 2, 3, doesn't matter, okay. So now it's more than, so this guy go to infinity and this guy go to infinity because a is more than 1. K, yeah, it could be, but it's a constant. It could be 0.0001, but multiplied by infinity goes to infinity, okay. So yeah, we got it. This guy go to infinity and 1 over infinity equals 0. So yeah, we got the proof that we want, okay. So we got it. If you're not following this, you should know some basic mathematics in okay, calculus, 2 semesters of calculus will do, okay. So because we want to find out whether this formula that Mr. Tribe came up with, we are not, I'm not even sure if that's a correct formulation. He used some Bayesian theorem and all that, made some assumption, and I'm not sure if that is entirely correct one, but it's a decent one, I guess. It wasn't too bad. I don't think he made a big mistake there when he derived this formula. The biggest error that he committed is regarding constant as a variable. That's a big no-go, like we saw the other day. Okay. So this is 1 minus 1 over 12 million. This is less than 1, and between 1 and 0, this guy. So n goes to infinity, this becomes 0, okay? So 1 minus, now you have p, you have something like 12 million times n times 1 minus p to the n minus 1. We know this goes to 0, right? We just did it, right? Go to the n. Now n goes to what? Infinity. Okay, so it goes like infinity times 0, and this is classical case of non-convergence. Okay, it doesn't converge. Okay, so convergence in mathematics, if you have some convergent value, that's like a bonanza. It's like a treasure. It's like a discovery. You can become famous. That's how Professor Feigenbaum became very famous. Feigenbaum number. Okay, so he found that. Yeah. So, but in this case, it does not converge. It could converge. It's not that obvious. Yeah, if you do some more mathematics. Okay. Like the squeeze theorem or L'Hopital's rule, whatnot, but at least it's not obvious here. Okay, so n goes to infinity. I mean, 1 minus. Okay. Let's try this. N times 0.1 to the nth, okay, limit n goes to infinity. What is this? We know this guy goes to 0 and this guy goes to infinity. Now, which one goes to 0 fast? Which one goes faster? It's like n times n over 10 to the nth, right? Let's do okay. Some number between 0 and 1 can be like 3 over 5 can be always expressed as 1 over something, okay? So I'm sorry. So to simplify, 2 over 5 is equal to what? 2.5, 1 over 2.5, okay? So, or 8 over 10 is equal to 1 over 1.25, okay? 1.25. Yeah, you don't have to care about 12m, okay? Because it gets is a constant, no matter how big or small it is, it gets absorbed by infinity or 0, okay? So disregard that term. It doesn't make any difference. We're talking about infinity mathematics here, okay? So, and now you have 1 minus p, which is 1 over some, let's say k, okay? And k is a number that is bigger than 1, okay? So, and it's equal to k to the n over n, and k is more than 1, okay? So actually, yeah, we can we got it. We can calculate this. It does converge, okay, but it's not the kind of number that Professor Tribe desired. And this one, what is this convergence value? You know what this is? I know. It is 0, okay? Because no matter, let's say k is like 1.0001, but if k is more than 1, then this is it's still exponential function, okay? So, and this grows a lot, it eventually catches up, okay? So now let's prove that, okay? That's super duper easy, okay? Limit n is go to infinity and k to the nth is equal to we are doing L'Hopital's theorem, okay? This is same as L'Hopital proved that you differentiate above and you differentiate below in terms of this variable n. So you have ln k and times k to the nth, okay? And in k to the nth, it goes to infinity, okay? Because k is more than 1, okay? You wanna see 1.1 times 1.1 squared is 1.21, okay? So yeah, it grows, okay? And yeah, it grows kind of slowly, but it still grows. So it does go to infinity, okay? K to the n, k to the first. So this goes to 0, right? So, okay. How do you know k to the n as long as k is more than 1 goes to 0? It's, okay, well, limit k to the n is go to infinity, and k is more than 1, right? Is equal to 1 plus k, limit 1 plus k, because k is more than 1 to the nth, right? Is equal to limit k to the n plus k to the n minus 1. I mean, sorry. Plus nc2 plus blah blah, right? And because n is more than 1, okay, k to the nth, we only need to see this term, okay? K to the nth is as n goes to infinity, it's bound to go to infinity. You see, 1.1 times I'm sorry, what am I doing? One plus KL M. Let's say M. Okay. So M to the n. So it's M to the n. M to the n. And I could give. Okay. Man, this. This is why I didn't major in mathematics, okay? Because in mathematics, oh my goodness, there's just no end. You get obsessed over it. We are trying to prove limit 1 plus okay, limit k is more than 1, okay? So k is like 1.1. What is 1.1 to the infinity? Is it infinity or something else? That's what I trying to find, okay? Let's do this, a over b, okay? And a A is bigger than B but less than 2B. Okay. Maybe you will use skew theorem this time. Okay. To the n. And n goes to infinity. Okay. So and then it won't be skew theorem because we are not converging. And in this case, A is equal to B plus K, and K is less than A. So what is K? How would K be? So in this case, you have 10, you have 10 over 11, so B is 10, 10 is, 2B is 20, A is equal to 11, so K is like 1, so K is between B. Okay, so something like that. So you have B plus K to the nth over, I'm omitting limit, all that stuff, okay, and B to the nth is equal to then you divide it by so B to the n plus B to the n minus 1 times, n1 then K blah 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 over 1 B to the nth. Oh, right. And let's make things easy. Okay, let's just do this. I'm sorry if I'm boring you, but if you like mathematics, maybe you are enjoying this. Okay, let's do this. Limit 1.1 we want to prove that just this number goes to infinity. Okay, that's what we are trying to prove here. And 10 plus 1 to the, I'm gonna omit all the limit notation. Okay, 10 to the n is equal to 10 plus 1, or there's 10 to n, well, 2 times plus 10 n to n minus 1, blah 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 blah. Okay. Now we divide by, and this is equal divide by 10 to the nth. Okay, so 1 plus n to 10 n minus 2 times 2. Okay. Blah 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 blah. Right. So n goes to infinity. Okay. So n goes to infinity. So like we saw before, n times n minus 1 over 2. That's that. And 10 to the n minus 2 goes to infinity. Okay. So now 2, this number, no matter how small this number may be, it goes to infinity, this whole term, because it gets absorbed by infinity. Okay. Like, let's say number 2 is like 0.001. Okay. This constant, and this guy, they go to like million. Okay. So you can overcome this no matter how small number this may be. Eventually this, because it's variable, it's constantly, it's still going to the infinity, and no matter how small this number may be, it's fixed. So it can be over, it's like zeroth dimension, it's a constant, but variable is the first dimension. Okay, it constantly grows, keeps going and going and going into the infinity. So it will overcome. Yeah, so this does become to infinity. Okay, so yeah, all you gotta do is here is substitute 2 with some k. Okay, so yeah, we proved it. Okay, if you're not following me, just take step by step and do 2 semesters of calculus, then you'll get it. All right, then watch this again, please, then you'll get it. Okay, and 2 semesters calculus, meaning, I mean, you don't have to go back to school. Don't get me wrong, I love schools. School is fun, but you probably have full-time job, right? So you can study on your own. Okay, just go step by step, like do algebra, trigonometry. If you want to understand calculus, it's not too necessary that you know trigonometry. Okay, but basic algebra, just visit websites and YouTube and stuff, then you can get it. Okay, you may have to backtrack a little bit, but okay. So numerator, we know this goes to 0 as because it's less than 1, so this goes to 0. And here we have this n times 1 minus p, that's like k, which is k is 0. Okay, k to the n minus 1. Okay, and which is equal to 12 million, which is means nothing. Okay, some m, because 9 over 10, 10 over 9. Okay, so it goes like that. So let's say m n to the n minus 1, m to the n minus 1. Okay, can you all see all this? Oh my goodness. That's 12 million. M to the n minus 1. Okay, my goodness, you can't quite see this, can you? M to the n minus 1. Now, what is m? M is more than 1. Okay, more than 1. That's what m is. So this guy go to infinity. So this it becomes 1 minus, this one goes to infinity faster than n, because m is more than 1. It's like m is like 1.001. Okay, slightly more than 1. Okay, this goes to infinity faster than n. So this becomes 0, okay, and this becomes 1, okay. So numerator in tribes formula is 1, okay. So now let's calculate the denominator, okay. Denominator is what? 1 minus 1 minus p, which is less than 0, right? I mean, less than 1. This is more than 0, less than 1. So this becomes 0. So denominator becomes 1, okay? Now, so denominator becomes 1, numerator becomes 1, so whole formula by Mr. Tribe becomes 1. Okay, so Mr. Tribe's formula becomes 1. Okay, so, but he thought okay, meaning it's like 100% certainty. Okay, what he thought is this: e minus 2 over e minus 1, which is more like 0. Because e is like 2.73, something like that. Okay, 1.73 is equal to what? Well, let's just approximate. Seven, 14, 30. About 2.5 over 1. It's like for 40%. 4. Yeah, 40%. Okay. But the real, I forgot what this number stands for. Maybe I'll get back to you next time because I cannot stop this recording, okay? So according to Tribe, whatever this number stands for is like 40% chance, okay? But if you do it right, it's 100% actually, okay? And of course, his assumption is that n goes to infinity. That's just fundamentally wrong assumption because population doesn't grow to the infinity, okay? So I'll have to get back to you, okay? Because I forgot what this number stands for. But his calculation is like 40%, okay, about. But the correct way of calculating, I mean, using his assumption that n goes to infinity and all this formula, Tribe's formula, it becomes actually 100%, okay? So but we cannot say anything more than that because I forgot, okay? I didn't pay attention to what this formula means in Tribe's mathematical reasoning. I mean, he's brilliant. He's just dishonest. Okay, so I get back to you on this, okay? So but yeah, it's great exercise, isn't it? Very, very interesting exercise. So yeah, I thank Mr. Tribe, I mean Professor Tribe, for bestowing us this wonderful opportunity to disprove him. All right. Yeah, necessary evil kind of stuff, you know. What is Superman for? Other on like, but for some villains like Was it Hugh Jackman or something? I don't know. Some Jackman. What is Batman for? But for I would say Thanos and Trump. But for the Joker. Okay, so yeah, hero. If there is no villain, there is no hero. Okay, so and uh whatever. I will get back to you. I get back to this like sometime later. Okay. I mean maybe tomorrow. Depends on tomorrow's schedule. Okay, because I have to look it up. Okay. So we'll take a break. All right. Okay, I kind of guessed during the break. this is good news. Because I think the reason why Mr. Tribe cheated is to disprove prosecutor's argument, okay, that it is a sound method to use this statistics. I mean probability, okay. So probably maybe he went through the same calculation that we did. That's a possibility, okay. There was this spider, I had to kill it. It's possible that he went through the same calculation that we did, and maybe he realized the prosecutor. I think that probability, the 40%, is probably the probability of this prosecutor's reasoning. The probability that this Collins couple are the did indeed Collins couple did indeed committed the crime. That probability, I think that's what it is. Okay, it turned out to be less than 50%, 40%. Okay. I think that was the formula. All right, you can double check, but I'm pretty sure. So Professor Tribe, he said basically clerk, judicial clerk Tribe, Mr. Tribe back in the days. He said, "Oh, it's less than 50% that this couple is the criminal. That's the chance." So, but we just proved, no, it's 100% certainty that this couple is indeed the criminals. Okay. I think that's what it is. You know what? I'm not gonna double check it. You double check it, okay? But it's so easy to double check it. But I'm pretty sure that was his argument. So yeah, we're not gonna go over this like tomorrow, okay? But yeah, we just disproved Mr. Tribe's Professor Tribe's argument, and we proved that the prosecutor was right with 100% certainty. Okay, of course, there's assumption of n going to infinity, which is unrealistic assumption. The population never grows to infinity. Okay, but at least we proved Mr. Tribe to be wrong. Okay, let's stop there. Let's satisfy ourselves with that. Okay. Oh man, it's getting cold. Long day. Too much mathematics, right? So we're gonna switch the gear and talk about other things. All right. We'll talk about apocalypse. Let's have some fun. Okay, I'm sorry if I bored you, but it's for your benefit. Okay. Mathematics and persistence. Okay. Slow and steady wins the race. Yeah, mathematics is very good discipline. I highly recommend you learn it. So in the court, okay, we're gonna talk about this triangle, and now we are talking about court. So let's say there's God. God is the judge, okay, and then on the right side there's Jesus and also John, okay, Saint John. Jesus and Saint John, okay. They talk about apocalypse, and also there's also Daniel too, Prophet Daniel. All these prophets talk about doomsday prophets. They are the prosecutor side, and now we have defendant side. Who is it? You and me, humanity, okay. You and me, or the rest of humanity. Jesus, Saint John, Daniel, prophet. I'm not sure about Daniel, not sure. But all these doomsday prophets accuse the humanity. You are so evil. Humanity deserve death. That's apocalypse. Apocalypse, Armageddon, the book of Revelation. Okay, so yeah, I now sentence this 2/3 of humanity to death. Okay, that's all these doomsday prophets. Me, I'm your defense lawyer. Okay, so God is the judge. What my argument is this: okay, Mr. Jesus, Mr. Prosecutor, you condemn us to death, Armageddon, because we sinned so much. But I have to disagree with you that we go through Armageddon, we go through apocalypse once, at least once a year. Once a year, we go through this horrendous time. Everybody does. It doesn't matter how rich or poor you are. Okay, once a month, once a year, we go through this horrendous disease or pain, maybe accident, injury of yourself or your friend or family member, or some bad divorce or breakup, or maybe you get fired and you get unemployed, or maybe you made some stupid mistakes and you go to jail. Okay, that's like hell. Hospital, jail, unemployment, they're all hells. Disease, all that stuff. Hell, under the ground. Okay, we already go through this. What Friedrich Nietzsche, German philosopher, called the eternal recurrence. Okay, we go through Genesis and the book of Revelation. It repeats itself, like hell and heaven. almost spell the same at the beginning. Okay, so I had to spell it out with two more letters to distinguish between the two. We repeat this. That's our life, our lives. My life, your life is like that. Anybody's life. We go through hell. We go through Armageddon, apocalypse. Okay, so we don't deserve one more additional apocalypse. We don't deserve that because we are already living in it. Okay, and Jesus said to Peter, "Oh, Peter, yeah, when you were young, you went to this place, that place. You were able to go anywhere you wanted to go to. But when you're old, people will come to you and spread your arms and take you to a place where you don't want to go." I'm not Peter, okay? Maybe Peter deserved it because he was what? The staff member of this rock star, okay? Jesus. He didn't work, he just followed Jesus for a couple of years and he got just free ride, right? He didn't work, he just followed Jesus just like rock star, the, what's that word? Entourage, okay? His life was so easy. So yeah, maybe he deserved that shit, okay? To get crucified upside and down and all that stuff. You and I, we don't deserve that shit. Why? Because we don't just live off of some rock star stardom, like being an entourage, and we don't work. And no, that's not us. That's not you and me. I mean, I know I don't deserve that shit. I'm not going anywhere. Where am I going? I live in Alaska and I don't like traveling, okay? So metaphysically, yeah, we go to mathematics, we go to physics. But I'm doing this after work. 8 hours work, 5 days a week. Not 8 hours. On average, probably 10 hours. Probably more, okay? So I don't deserve that Jesus' curse on Peter. No, I refuse. I object. I reject. I don't take that shit. So yeah, it is in the Bible, but I don't believe in everything in the Bible. I'm a critical reader. Okay, like Armageddon. I don't think that's necessary, but I take some of it. I mean, some of the Bible as the truth. At least I hope it is. I believe, but I want to believe that God is Bible God. Okay, well, at least good part of it. Okay, I want to believe that mosquito. I mean, just not biting mosquito, but kind of harmless. Mosquito looking, same size, similar shape, and is that a ninja mosquito? I'm not sure how easy or difficult it may be to kill this thing. Uh, yeah. Semi ninja escaped my grip. Maybe next time. Yeah, so that's that, okay? So I'm your defender, okay? I don't judge you. Actually, I would defend you in front of God when He tried to send you to hell, okay? I know how hard life is, okay? Yeah, now, average American, that's one of my presidential campaign motto, okay? On average American representing average Americans, okay? That's me representing you. That's mosquito again, okay? I hope I can kill it this time. That's a quasi ninja mosquito, so it kind of sensed my murderous intent. Not murderous. I'm not killing a human being. I'm killing this mosquito. Insecticide. Insecticidal intent. It sensed and it's went away. Okay, so anyway, yeah, there is again. Oh my goodness. Ah, so difficult to kill that thing. Freaking mosquito. Well, it got me kind of hot. So average American representing average American. What I mean is this, okay? We are all average Americans, mostly, most of us, representing average Americans, like me and my friends, okay? And probably some of you too, okay? So we're gonna, if I get elected as the president and then in 2020, then yeah, I will drain the swamp, okay? Representative government. Right now government is like this, elites, okay? Elites is like 1% of American population. That's elites, like who went to Harvard, Yale, Princeton, Stanford, Berkeley, all those, well, maybe Duke University, whatever it may be, okay? So they're the 1% of American population. Now in Washington D.C., they are like 99% of those elites. That's not representative government, okay? A representative government is this. Only 1% of Washington D.C. people should be from all those top schools, like Ivy Leagues or Stanford, Berkeley, okay? Because they are 1% of American population. So only 1% of Washington D.C. high-ranking officials should be from those schools, like West Point, and okay? That would be the true reflection of the American population, and that would be the true representative government. Because DC is representing American elites. It's representing only elites. Look at Donald J. Trump, Mr. Trump, Mr. President Trump, my President Trump, or our President Trump. Tariff on China. What's it gonna do? It will raise the price of the cheap products that people like me and some of you can afford. Chinese products like Walmart products or products produced from Mexico, that's the only thing I can afford. Okay, so President Trump, he lowered tax, but my tax actually increased because I'm a lower middle income kind of guy. So he lowered tax only for rich people. like some business people, business. Yeah, they got benefit, but they're not me. They're not us. Okay, people like me, my tax actually got raised. Okay, so I didn't get any benefit from this Trump post-Trump tax reform, whatever bullshit that is. I didn't get a single benefit. My tax actually was more since compared to Obama's days, President Obama's days. Okay, so I didn't get any benefit from taxation, Trump tax reform. I didn't get any benefit from his tariff. Actually, what's gonna happen is because he's gonna impose this tariff on all these imports, like from China or Mexico. It will be more expensive for me. So he's not representing us like lower middle class because he's not lower middle class. Why is he so strong on tariff? Because he wants to prove to rich Republicans that, oh, I'm strong, I'm tough, I'm going after China, big China. I will prove that America is better and stronger and bigger than China. Why? Because I want to be re-elected, Mr. Trump. He wants to be re-elected. So he's putting his own personal ambition ahead of American people, like 99% of us, the rest of us, average Americans, middle income family. Okay, Walmart is the only place I shop because that's the only thing I can afford. Okay, Mexican produce or Chinese, goods like furniture or computers, whatnot, all this from China, but that's the only thing I can afford. Okay, and Trump, he doesn't care about us, people who are not rich, because he is rich. He has no problem if Walmart goods and products, if Walmart price, just imports from China or Mexico, if that price goes up, that doesn't hurt him or his friends. Donald J. Trump's friends, they're all rich and famous people, like Hollywood celebrities, like what, Kanye West or some bullshit, right? Or who are some Donald J. Trump's friends? I don't know. This big time CEOs and all that shit. Yeah, they don't care about us. They're already rich, so they're not gonna get any feel any impact from this raised heightened price from in Walmart. No, it's gonna hurt us though. Okay, because I watch every penny that comes in or goes out. Okay, because I'm a penny pincher. I have to be because I pay my bills and that's it. Okay, yeah, I have some vodka, but that's a necessity. Without vodka and smoking cigarettes, I would not be doing this. Okay, and after all that, I don't get to save. Okay, I don't have disposable income. Okay, I have maybe a few $1,000s in my savings. That's about it. Okay, so I get to pay my bills, but I don't get to save. Okay, that's most of us, right? So raising tariff is gonna only hurt us. Okay, the more than half of Americans. Okay, so it's pointless. Okay, so that's why I'm running against him because he's not doing the right thing. It's all about him. Okay, ego, re-election. Oh, I'm the Trump. Okay, all this bullshit. Okay, so look who he nominated for Supreme Court Justice. He's still defending him. As far I don't know Judge Kavanaugh. I don't know him. Okay, but from my impression is that he's a philanderer. He is promiscuous. He doesn't have morality or ethical standard. He doesn't have moral compass. It's just like replica of Donald J. Trump, right? He only cares about success. So workaholic. He overwork, and so he needs some strong pleasure. So multiple sex with multiple women. Okay, so that's Donald J. Trump, President Trump, and Judge Kavanaugh. That's my impression. Okay, so yeah, they don't care about morality. They only care about like Ivy League graduating from Ivy League and making big name, big money, promotion, getting a job, huge job in the Eastern Coast. That's not us. Okay, so Donald J. Trump, he said, "Oh, I will drain the swamp." No, no, you are the swamp, Mr. Trump. Okay, you're just different kind of swamp. I mean, you didn't spend your time in lifetime in politics, but still you are elite. You went to Ivy League and you were promiscuous. You cheated on your wife. You married multiple times. You use women as sex toys, and um, you commit adultery, and you're proud of it. You are very proud of the fact that you had sex with hundreds of women. So that's President Trump and that's Judge Kavanaugh, as far as I can see. Okay, I could be wrong. Okay, but that's my guesstimate. All right. So yeah, every Americans representing average Americans. That's us, my friends. Okay, and we will be in the cabinet if you vote for me. If I become the president in 2021, okay, it'll be some of you and many of my friends and me in the White House in the Washington D.C. And some of my friends are, went to Ivy League school. Yeah, some of my friends are very elitist, but they're good people. Otherwise, they would not be my friends. Okay, so all these elitist graduates from Ivy League or West Point or Stanford, they're not all that bad people. It's just like anywhere else. Okay, some of them are good and others are bad, but a few good men, a few good women. Okay, they are my friends, no matter what school they went to or not went to. Okay, we'll take a break and we'll talk about this vertical triangle. Okay, so yeah, stay tuned, please. I'll be back. That could be our last topic today, or maybe not. I don't know. Depends on how I feel or how you feel. Well, you're not here, so I guess you don't really count. Sorry. Okay, we're back. Kinda. Alright, we are back. So what this vertical triangle is about is this, okay? You have your grandfather and father and you, okay? Grandfather punches him, okay, and your father punches you. But you don't punch him, but grandfather give you something good. Grandfather gives shit to your father, but grandfather give you candies, okay? So this is same as this, okay? So circle, okay? Now, this is equivalent to you have the boss, big boss, and you have your big boss. You have your superior, and there's you. Okay. Positive coefficient goes like this. Okay. Okay. So this is equivalent to this. Okay. Minus times minus minus one times minus one is equal to plus one. Okay. So you flip the coin, flip the arrow, and then but it's negative copium going from boss to your superior, big boss. Okay, it's same as positive. He's taking depriving positive copium from this guy, your superior. Okay, so and your superior in return like he's giving you shit. Okay, you are the lowest guy in the food chain, like me. Okay, and then maybe you kind of misbehave, kind of like just like to your grandfather, but he forgives you because you are so low in the food chain. So even if you misbehave, show some attitude to the boss, yeah, he forgives you. Okay, so all right. So in psychology, I read something about this. Okay, but they made some terminology. So psychologists, they're human beings. Okay, they're not aliens or they're not satans. They're not that stupid. No, they have some insights. Okay. So yeah, I acknowledge that they're people. Okay, they observe many people. So yeah, sometimes they come with some good insights. But I came to the same conclusion independently. Okay, I didn't learn it from psychology because I didn't study psychology that much. I just took one introductory psychology class in the undergrad. That's it. Okay, because psychology 99% of it is invalid. It's false and it's wrong. Okay, so that's why with all this neuroscience development over what 2 centuries by now, you're not making a single progress. You cannot heal a single mentally ill patient. Okay? Why? What's the evidence? There are more mentally ill people now than ever before. And they keep increasing, percentage wise. Okay? Because psychology is not solving any problem. Why? Because they are not humanologists. They ignore religion. And also they are weak because they take money from you. Okay, so they cannot tell you, psychologists or pastors, politicians, they take money from you. You're the boss, so they are afraid of saying things that would offend you. I'm not taking money from you. I don't want to take money from you. Okay, I don't want your money. What I want is your salvation. That's why I say things that would offend you. Like, no more marijuana, no more tattoos, piercings, no more gay marriage, no more transgender surgery, okay? No more plastic surgery, no more sugar and fat. Yeah, it will offend you, of course. But I'm doing this on behalf of you, okay? Or more, likely, moreover, for the sake of your kids and your grandkids, okay? Because my job is to protect your kids and your grandkids from you. Okay, you heard me right. For I need my job is to protect your kids and your grandkids from you. Okay, because you have very bad influence. Why? Because just look at the way you cook. You use oil, butter when you cook, and you get obese. Your kids, they will get more obese than you are. Your grandkids, they will get even more obese than your kids. It's getting worse and worse and worse. Every year, the average weight of Americans are increasing. Okay, we have to stop this. This evil habit, evil ideology of sugar fatism, it doesn't just get inherited, it gets amplified. It's evil is spreading and gets worse and worse. That's America is taking the course of mass suicide, self-destructive path. That is America today and tomorrow, the year after tomorrow. And Mr. Donald J. Trump, he cannot fix it. I am the only one who can. That's why I'm running against Mr. Trump. That's why I'm running for president in 2020. Okay, so you better vote for me. Otherwise, America will destroy itself. Okay, I want to save America. I don't want Armageddon. I don't want apocalypse. We don't need it. As long as we believe in Jesus and do what He says, then we can all be saved. No more people need to die. Okay? Right now, your grandfather, you have tattoo right here, just one patch, and your son have his tattoos covered like entire arm. Grandson, he will be covered from top to bottom, entire body with tattoos. Tattoos, toxic ideology is spreading. More and more people are getting tattoos. In one person, more and more square inches of his or her body's being covered with tattoos. And more people are getting tattoos, and the age of the very first tattoo is getting younger and younger and younger. I went to a grocery store and I saw this probably like 10-year-old girl having tattoos here. Okay, that's America today, and it will get worse and worse. Okay, 10 years from now, if we don't stop this, if I don't become the president in 2021, Americans will start tattooing their babies, newborn babies. Okay? You think that's impossible, right? It's unthinkable, unimaginable. 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 50 years ago, do you think there was a single American citizen who would think that 50 years ago, 50 years from now, a man and another man would legally get married and call each other husbands and adopt kids? Do you think that was imaginable like half a century ago? No. Okay? But it happened 2 years ago. Legalization of gay marriage. 50 years ago, do you think any American citizen, sane American citizen, would have imagined that 50 years from that point, half of Americans would have tattoos and or piercings, and 10% of Americans have tattoos all in their arm, covered with tattoos? No, that was not imaginable. That was unthinkable. But it is happening now. So 50 years from now, The kind of things that is just unimaginable will happen unless we stop it right now. Okay, so that's why I'm running for president in 2020. That's why you have to vote for me because I'm the only one who can stop it. This ill trend, self-destructive course that America is taking right now. There's nobody else. Okay. All right, let's call it a day. Okay, thank you for being with me. Okay, thank you for being so tolerant and generous. Thank you. Bye. Good night.